Phaedra. I can't wait to see you.
All right, well, love y'all. Okay, good. So you're coming.
I'm super excited because we've got strawberry shortcake on steroids. We've got the very fluid friend, Drusilla.
I mean, she was around. I mean, everybody knew.
The woman about town, Miss Eady Brit.
I went on one date with Dennis.
We've got sweet Shamea and the secret wife of Charles Oakley.
What did you hear about Charles?
I cannot wait to dive in and have some fun. Ooh, so delicious, like a buffet of foolishness.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna turn it up, baby.
Like a fool.
Welcome back to another episode of Talk That Talk, Reality with Realness. I'm your host, Kelly Kels.
And it's your other host, Chase.
And you already know we're dropping a recap every week of RHOA. And if you are here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We're almost at 500 subscribers.
Support me, bitch!
We're going to keep bringing y'all the heat, and we want y'all to keep tuning in every week. So we're going to get right into the show. Friend, we drop in the clip of the week first, which was Phaedra and Porsha, freaking Frack, reuniting. And friend, I know you got some thoughts, so what's going through your mind?
Well, first, I'm actually kind of excited to say, like, okay, Phaedra may be at home now. Like, I feel like Phaedra compared to Married to Medicine, like, I wish this is the Phaedra that she would have brought to Married to Medicine. Her wittiness, her quick reads, that it makes sense. But sometimes you have to slow down and be like, bitch, what you just say? But then once you catch up to what she's saying. So honestly, I enjoyed the scene with her and Porsha. And also, I think it just reiterates what we've been saying all season, that Porsha need vets around her. She need people that can elevate her, that can push her. Because with Phaedra, she's likable. She's very likable with Phaedra. But I think that's also because Phaedra knows how to bring that out of Porsha. Now, I would say that I think she kind of skated around the issue of how she left the show, which I'm curious to hear your what you think about that. But I feel like she should have apologized publicly about it. I think she should like flat out said, you know, what I was wrong, what I said was wrong, and I apologize publicly. But other than that, no, I enjoy Phaedra making her little quick return.
Yeah, I was surprised actually that they kind of gave that like history on Phaedra and showed what happened and how she left the show. So I was like, damn, they really airing you out right now. But what I did not like was that it kind of gave her the opportunity to own it and apologize and kind of make it right. And she didn't do that. She kind of skated over it in the typical Phaedra fashion. So when she did that, I was like, okay, girl, I don't got nothing for you. Like,
Felt like,
Girl, I'm sorry to this. Bye, girl.
like I didn't really want to hear much after that. But then she started throwing her shade and reading some of the girls. And I'm not gonna lie, like I did laugh. So I was like, okay, that was funny. So I'm like, okay, that was entertaining. And then on the flip side, I'm like, but also, is she giving rehearsed reads?
Oh, Jesus.
Because, you know, they've been saying that about Phaedra since back in the day. So, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 with her being back on the show. I also did notice she didn't really say much of anything about herself in regards to what she's doing, what she got going on. You know, she only mentioned the thing about dating the younger guy, which we already knew from Married to Medicine.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, it's clear that you were brought here to just be a shit starter and talk shit because, you know, you're not giving us any of you, basically.
Right. Yeah. I did enjoy, baby, when she said, Brit, what she say is a woman about time.
About town. Eady Brit.
Baby, when I tell you that line sent me through the roof.
Town and countries.
Okay. What else she said? She said Angela is a secret wife, child.
Oh, Is that shade, Phaedra?
The secret wife. She said she called Kelly strawberry shortcake on steroids. What else did she say? Oh, she said Brit had more bodies than Willie Watkins. Now that was a read right there.
Thank you, Jesus. Where's Willie Watkins?
Baby, where is Willie Watkins?
That was a read.
Oh, baby. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a little bit excited about Phaedra a little bit. I know the issue with her and Candy. I really wish her and Candy would have gave us that moment years ago for them to try to work through it, or at least have the conversation in front of us. Because now I feel like Candy has had all of these years, right, to do with the story what she wanted to do with. Obviously, I guess she chose not to perpetuate it. But now, child, now Phaedra say, bitch, I'm up next. It's my time. But yeah, I enjoy her little moment with Pusha P. And I do feel like Porsha was a little bit more likable. Like to me, like she just seemed happy in that moment with Phaedra. Yeah.
Also, though, I do kind of feel like it kind of put like a microscope on the fact that y'all ain't really tight like that. You know what I mean? Like it was giving like I ain't seen you in a long time. I don't even know where you be at, but you don't be in Atlanta. So it's like, how much of a freaking frack are y'all truly? You know, it's given put on right. And then another thing.
Go ahead, friend. Yeah.
My next point was that for Porsha, I just don't understand. Just me personally, I don't understand how they could be in this place together after what Phaedra did to her
last year. With that being said, I was served a cease and desist by Candy, and I no longer can speak on the subject. So what I want to do is have Phaedra speak, because she's the one who told me that Candy said that. You said that?
Like, I'm the type of person, if you cross me that deep on something that heavy, especially, like, we're done.
The door is closed. The door is closed.
You know what I mean? Like, we can be cordial, but
because I feel like Porsha only had an issue because she saw how that ship was sinking. If that ship wasn't sinking, how low it was sinking with Phaedra, Porsha wouldn't have no problem. She would have moved right on with it, just like she said. When I have issues with friends, I forget about it once I heal. Like, girl, you didn't have an issue with it. You were just afraid that you was going to have to sink on that Titanic with Phaedra. And when you saw how that ship was sinking, you went the other way. But I don't think Porsha didn't care.
But I mean, she broke down at the reunion as if Phaedra fed her this information and used her to put it out there into the group.
Stunts and shows.
Who sits up and carry this lie out throughout the entire season without even asking them? Then finally at the reunion, she said, well, I got it from, I'm going to turn it over to Phaedra. I mean...
I did not. I did not believe. I was like, Porsha is putting on for the camera because she's trying to save face for herself. That issue, if it didn't play out how it played out, Porsha would not have had an issue with it. She wouldn't have. Again,
well,
that's just my opinion.
If that's the case, then Phaedra allowed her to make her look like the bad guy. Then, if what you're saying is true, because Phaedra could have been like, "Girl, you was in on this with me. Stop playing."
Yes,
but
yes. And
so
that's exactly
if
what
that's
happened, which is shocking to see how they able to develop a friendship like that, because I believe that's exactly how it played out. Like, bitch, we was in this together. Now one got to take the fall of the other. You not going to support me. You not going to back me up. So now I'm out. So it is interesting to see them come back as friends, because I would think they would have that issue of like, girl, you left me out to hang and to dry. Yes, I was wrong, but girl, you perpetuate the story as well too. Like, again, it's the same thing with like a Brit and Kenya thing. What we both did was wrong, but only one person getting the heat of it. Now I got to come back and be your friend too. Let's see how this lasts.
I think she gonna keep Phaedra in her corner. That's for sure.
She know better. She will.
But I digress. You know, I don't got too much for Miss Phaedra. Do you like this new Phaedra?
Honey, put your fingers in my mouth. Stick them up my butt if you want to. I'm here for it all.
Or do you like the old Southern Belle Phaedra?
I'm a Southern Belle from Athens, Georgia. Southern women have a certain type of charm.
I definitely enjoy more old Southern Belle Phaedra, but I feel like that's what she was given in this scenes with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now that's not what she was given on on Married to Medicine. On Married to Medicine, she was getting very much prude, stuck up, like above everybody, just wasn't giving true Phaedra in my opinion. But just the wit of her reads and what she's saying, like I feel like she gonna do well with this group of girls. I do. I feel like they gonna bow down and kiss the ring, like, cause she a vet. I really do feel that. Even if you look at what she said about Brit, and then take how Brit has been treating her in the after show stuff, you wouldn't even think she had anything like that to say about Brit. About Brit being a woman, about time and having all these bodies. You wouldn't think that. So I think, child, they gonna let you say that do with Nene. They gonna kiss the ring, and Phaedra gonna come in and run circles around these.
I don't think so.
Let's see then.
I don't think so, but we gonna see. I hope they don't allow her to do that because it's really not that deep. And Phaedra ain't nothing to be scared of.
And here's another thing too that you got to know: Bravo loves Phaedra.
I know.
I don't know if she got something on Bravo or what it is, or they just love Phaedra. They love Phaedra. To allow Phaedra one to come in this far at the end of the season, to quit another show, bitch, and not show up for the reunion and still get her due diligence on this show, and you don't hear no beefing and no production mad about nothing. Child, they love Phaedra. They gonna let Phaedra do what the hell she want to do.
Well, that also means they can bring Kenya back.
Child, they definitely can. I think they tired of Kenya though.
I do too.
That's the only thing I come
to be
up.
honest.
I hate that. Yeah, I think they just tired of Kenya. But Nene just making her way on back into the season every week, ain't she?
And good old Nene was right once again.
Yeah, I was.
She got like 2 cameos this week.
Yes, I love it though.
Okay,
it gives me a little bit of hope.
A little hope, right? Exactly.
Right.
All right, friend. Well, let's move on to what went down this week, friend. Let's start with the very first scene with Shamea and Kelly meeting up at Shamea's house, right? What you got to say about this, friend? What's tea?
Shamea is giving us pool once again. This house is too big for us to keep seeing this pool.
Ooh.
I personally just would like to see the house from this housewife, because you're not spending this much time at the pool. We get it. You have a pool, but we want to see the house, right? Or am I right?
You're right, but I think her husband ain't going.
You don't think he want her all through the house like that?
Oh, baby. He said, y'all would go here, in her little room with them little couches on the floor. He said that's all y'all get out this house. Yeah, I don't think her husband allowed her to do it.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think that's a problem.
But friend, did it throw you the whole best friend thing? Hey, best friend.
Girl, please.
It did. It's starting to give Shamea's that girl in high school that latched on to whoever gave her some attention.
That's a read.
And I don't know, I'm just starting to look at her a little differently now. My eyes are open more, and I'm starting to see more and more of who she is.
Friend.
It definitely was giving, throw my bone, pick this fight with Porsha, cry, dry my tears, say sorry, but then I'm gonna go jump over here on Kelly since me and Porsha beefing.
It's looking like a flip-flop. Okay. Oh!
So I don't know. I gotta see how that friendship between them two really plays out, or if this is just like a low-key get back at Porsha type thing.
Yeah, Shamea, girl, you ticking. And you ticking down. I don't know what it is about Shamea, but I feel like Shamea is getting lost in the sauce. And again, it could be that in the beginning of the season, they really hyped Shamea up. They really hyped her like she was the glue of the group. She was the one that was going to gather all the girls together, and she was the one that was going to carry the show. And it's given very much she should have stayed friend of. She should have stayed friend of. And so we can also, while we're talking about Shamea, friend, her V103 interview. And again, I just felt like Shamea was just doing way too much for me. It just didn't even feel real coming from her.
It was a reach. It was a reach. Her getting up and dancing all in the studio, like, girl, you're on air. Nobody can see what you're doing. Nope. It's a little obnoxious at this point, because that's like always the energy. And it's so, I don't know. It's just starting to get a little cringe now. And less ultimately expected from her when the season first started.
Exactly.
And I can't understand the digs at Drew's singing career, because quiet as it's kept, Drew has a better singing voice than you, and she makes better music than you. And if I had to put my money on either one of them, I'm gonna put my money on Drew all day. I'd rather listen to her stuff than Never Had. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then she tried to act like she didn't know Drew's song was played on the radio and whatnot. But then she flipped around and started reciting lyrics from Drew's song just to try to say that she's a liar. But it's like, okay, so you're listening to Drew's music as well.
She knew all the lyrics. I got 5 different languages that I can speak. She knew the melodies. I got 5 on it. Yep. Hey. I'm like, girl, thank you.
Like free promotion.
It was free promotion.
So pipe down. Like it's really not for you to come at.
And the gag was, did you watch What's Happened Live after the show with Phaedra?
I did.
Phaedra was calling was thinking her music was Drew music. Child was saying her music was Delulu.
No, shut up. See there? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Ooh, okay.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. So yeah, Shamea, girl, I don't know this crossroads you at right now, but you better solidify yourself real quick, because you going to the wrong side real quick.
Get your team to help you out.
All right.
Get your team to help you out.
Yeah, and then she truly showed out with that slick back. Shamea showed up to that pool with a slick back, bitch.
Baby.
Slick back and edge control
with their hair. I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna be mad at us in the comments about it, but baby, I'm so sick of that little muffin top. Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah,
I'm over
ain't
it.
nobody look. Nobody can come for us this week. She got a whole slick back, edge control, slick back, throw a hat on and go.
Oh, friend, that was a mess. Okay,
and that's
friend,
a housewife with all the money, but okay, because I can go on all day on that.
Child, what they say? What's they say? Money can't buy your class. From New York. Okay, friend, let's talk about Porsha house hunting with her mother and her sister. Did you get anything from that other than Nene making another cameo in that scene as well too?
Now why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong
because you never apologized.
I just got that Porsha just needed some airtime, something to do. You know, I ain't got a house, so let me just walk around and look at houses.
Walk at another one, yeah.
And then her sitting down with them felt, the scenes felt rehearsed. It felt like, this is what we gonna talk about. This is what I'm gonna say. You know, keep it cute. Don't get too deep. So I ain't really get much from it other than, friend.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. That's what she was saying. I'm trying. Yeah, I didn't get none either. Now, I will say it's funny that they showed the clip of her talking about she was going to prepare Cordell meals. You know, we played that last week in our show last week.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all, now we ahead of production. Like, come on now. They need to hire us, friend. They just, I ain't getting much from, unfortunately, like the entire season so far from Porsha. We ain't getting much.
Nothing.
Well,
now, why? I have one question though. Why Miss Diane better than Lauren?
I'm just being real.
Babe, when I tell you Miss Diane built like a stallion, baby.
A Brahma bull.
Okay.
A brick house. Okay.
Baby, she is stacked. Do you hear me?
Mama look good.
What we say last week? Hey, Miss
Parker.
Yeah, hey, Miss Parker. Chill. I cannot. All right, friend. Then the next scene, we got to Angela and Charles shot at another investment property. Baby, Angela gonna throw these investment properties down our throat. Girl, we can't afford it, friend.
Listen. And
we can't help you, girl.
But she can't either. She is trying to force them down our throats. She trying to use this show to promote these properties. Like, y'all come rent these houses.
Come get these houses.
But production airing her out, friend. They always putting the camera on the messiest parts of the house. They don't show the best parts. So she thought this was going to plug the house to get rented. She got another thing
Baby,
coming.
another thing coming. And when I tell you, when they went to the contractor, I said, now she knew he was lying through his damn teeth for everything he was saying.
He looking like a cloned evil Simon. Like every word coming out of his mouth a lie, just like Simon.
Okay, just lying through his damn teeth.
But she
now,
had
baby,
7 properties and $2 million in debt.
Ooh,
so that means she's having to pay the mortgage on 7 properties. That's probably why Charles be walking around looking mad all the damn time.
I was just going to say, that's why Charles ain't got it. She said, I need a hug. Charles said, shit, go ask your mama for one. Oh, my God. This man is not, I'm telling you, everything, when people say that he don't like her, baby, he ain't helping that scenario at all.
He is a
week
trip.
after week. Now, friend, now I will say again, the girl body is everything, baby. She had her tramp stamps all out and stuff. I said, come on, Angela.
Angela.
Now, Angela did post a little picture on Instagram, I think it was.
I saw that.
I guess coming at people about them not knowing that Charles was married. She's like, oh, well, he actually did introduce me to, you know, the people he actually know. Yeah, I thought it was just crazy. And then I also like, well, why is she sitting one with all these men? Like, why would you say that? Like, I get what she was doing, but yeah, I was like, oh, come on now, Angela now.
What she was trying to show was y'all don't matter. Like the people that he introduced me to are the real who's real celebrities, Jay-Z, Carmelo Anthony, those types of people. And y'all may have not known because y'all aren't friends of his and y'all ain't friends of mine. So I don't fuck with y'all. So
yeah, I get it. But it just gave me like, name dropping and like, girl, you ain't don't do that, because then it makes you, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, something for me it was just like a name drop kind of ordeal. It's like, girl, if we know that ain't the case, like, girl, you more elevated than let me drop a picture with a bunch of celebrities.
I liked it. For me, I was like, this is housewife. Like my way of throwing shade without just flat out throwing shade. So it was like, I get it. But
now, how did you feel about her apologizing to Charles as it relates to the issue with him and her mom?
I felt it was kind of weird. I felt like it was like randomly just talked about because it was like, this happened a long time ago. You're telling me you're just now getting the full story. Like, I don't know. I'm assuming it was just something to talk about for the camera. But Charles didn't give her nothing. She was apologizing to him, and he was like, "Yeah, good for you." Like, all right, let's get on.
And I think that's what it is. I think with him was like, "Girl, we didn't already deal with this. Why are we bringing this up for the sake of cameras? Like, let's move on from this." So I do understand that as well too. But at the end of the day, like Angela is my girl. I love her relationship with Charles. Again, I think Charles can be more affectionate towards her. He could stand to read the room a little bit more because I feel like she's always asking for it. But other than that, child, I roll with the Oakleys.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Okay, friend, then let's get to child this mess of an event with Brit.
Hot mess.
Disaster! It's a lot of disasters, but it ain't that many masters.
A hot ass mess. Brit is the type of bitch that tries to throw an event, tries to start a business, and come off as this prestigious businesswoman, and spends more time trying to figure out what she gonna wear to the event than actually pulling the business together. And that's what it was giving.
Baby, you get what you pay for. Let's start there. Baby, first of all, for that event, one, it was not giving Polo Classic.
I wanted to be Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. Today, everything, but no food.
At all. The theme just was not given. Baby, let's go through the looks real quick, though, friend. Porsha, what you think about Porsha's look?
Porsha's look left me wanting more. Like, I just felt like it was just played safe, just kind of, just there. So I don't really have nothing great to say, and I don't have nothing bad to say. What about you?
Shamea, little, I agree with Porsha. I agree with that Porsha. What about Shamea with her little sheep feet?
What is happening right
now? Now, let's talk about it. Shamea pissed me off with this goddamn Balenciaga Gucci suit.
Ooh.
The collaboration between the two made some dope pieces, but some of it is just too much. You know, it's just loud, it's screaming like I have money, it's obnoxious. And then you throw Chanel earrings on top of that. So you got Balenciaga, Gucci, Chanel, bad hair, and then you got sheep feet on, like the furry boots. It's hot outside. You got on fur boots. Make it make sense. It didn't look good on her body at all.
Yes. Oh, Shamea just got it all wrong.
And then the fact that she's wearing black. Like, black is not a color that you usually pick for a country club, a derby event. Like, all wrong.
You want to look fabulous and really don't.
Yeah, even and Cynthia, baby, Cynthia just got off the stage at the Renaissance.
Okay, that's what I said. I said Cynthia better come through with her auntie Renaissance dress. Renaissance for the elderly.
Oh, baby. I said, now what is Cynthia got on? This is not derby.
No. Something she had in her closet is what it was.
I'm gonna find something in my closet to wear in that bitch.
Friend, now, Brit, with all this event, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, girl, you ain't thought about no business. This is all about TV. Because one, I tried to go find her body shapers, and I couldn't find them nowhere on the internet to buy. That's the first thing.
Girl, what's going on?
And two, I wish you would invite me to your event, and I got to sit around and watch you and your 10 girlfriends eat a full dinner in front of me, and I'm looking like the outsiders looking in like, girl.
Yeah.
Why are you feeding people anything if you know you ain't got the budget that's gonna allow for you to feed everybody at your party, and then you only gift your girlfriends at the event and not other people? Or it was just giving like, girl, this is not a real thing. And like Drew said, like, girl, we don't even know what she do, but we should support all women and what they do, even if we don't know what they do.
What they do, right? Drew was throwing her shade. I enjoyed Drew coming at Brit.
Yes.
What about Shamea talking about that gift box? She said the box was bare and naked. Not even a tissue paper in the box. When I tell you Brit was the butt of the joke for all these ladies for her event.
Yes.
She ain't got no friends in this group.
When Porsha said, oh, well, don't worry, because I can eat mine fast. They'll never know I had.
Listen, Cynthia said, well, I can share my salmon with somebody, child. When I tell you I died laughing.
Oh my God. Like, I don't know why Brit would set herself, but again, like, when you're not being authentic, like, all of that stuff is going to come across on the screen, and people are not slow. Like, the watchers, we're not slow. Like, girl, you doing this for TV. Like, this, you can tell this has nothing to do with anything. Like, her reason for doing the child, because I got a BBL.
You done lost your damn mind.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that makes you an expert at shapewear now?
Baby. Yeah. Brit need to go.
Brit, I just don't see it for her here. I think she's better maybe for like a rags to riches type show.
I was confused because I had to watch it twice because I thought I heard her say, "This is Mike's coming out."
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
But she said, "This is my coming out." So I said, "Oh, okay, just making sure."
Okay,
had to
send me for
listen
a loop.
Twice. I had to listen twice.
But what about her and Charles? Because baby, Charles was like, "Hold on, let me break this shit up now for you come over here think you talk to me in the kind of way." But she was like, "I'm not one of Charles' hoes or something." Charles like, "I don't mess with hoes." So what you talking about?
Charles wasn't here for the mess at all. But I will say, Brit had a right to say what she said, though, because that was something that Angela had said.
Right.
Rightfully so. She, Angela did bring the topic up. So Brit did respond.
I wonder what conversation were they having, though, for her to say that, because I feel like how they edited it, it's just like it came out of nowhere, her saying, "Charles, let's have a side, babe." I wonder why they cut out whatever conversation there was before then that led up to that.
I hope there was a lead up, because the way they showed it, it just kind of made Angela look like she was trying to start mess.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It just kind of came off weird the way it started, but it didn't really go anywhere either at the same time.
Right.
Like, Charles
Right.
didn't really entertain it much at all. Brit, I don't even think she's mentally and fast enough to really spar anyways. So like it just kind of fell flat to me.
Right. Right.
And she needed to be focused on that event anyways, other than, you know, trying to throw shade, to be honest. Like, girl, you need to go get in the kitchen and start cooking your light bites for your guests.
What you say, hors d'oeuvres? What should be a column? The hors d'oeuvres?
The hors d'oeuvres. Mm-hmm. I want to know what they actually were supposed to be eating, like the guests.
Clearly nothing. She said they were supposed to have cocktails.
It was supposed to be cocktails for everybody else, and she set it up as if it was entrees for everybody.
Make them starve.
I thought she said they were supposed to have light bites, and then the girls were supposed to have like, you know, like a full course.
Listen, if anybody was at this event, please tap in and tell us what y'all ate.
What y'all ate, and are y'all still hungry?
Are y'all still hungry? Yes. Yes. Now, friend, that towards the end of that scene, it was trying to, like, the girls was trying to do a little double team one day on Drew, Shamea and Kelly.
Yeah, but for some reason, Drew's the punching bag this season, right?
Baby, she is, but Drew be holding her own. Now, I know I'm
held
talking
her
on
own.
one team,
She
Drew,
did.
but Drew don't let them girls run over her. She gonna fight.
She held her own.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give it to Drew because she sunned Shamea. She actually made her look very childish and petty. She's over there barking like a dog, one of the oldest ones here. And Drew was trying to have a civilized conversation with her. And she giving like this 2009 throwback Twitter shade. Like, girl, sit down, Shamea. You starting to look ridiculous.
You look stupid. No, you look stupid. You look stupid.
Yes. Oh, yeah. My motherfucking dad.
Yeah.
Girl.
So throwback and tacky.
Don't do that, Shamea. Shamea.
Do better.
Shamea, girl, please don't
like
do this to yourself. Okay.
But do better.
We're begging you at this point, girl. Do not go down this road with us, okay? Because it's going to be hard for you to come out of that side.
It sure is.
Start reading you for filth. Now,
it sure
come on.
is.
Girl, just... Oh, friend, on that note, let's move on to our 2 takes in 2 minutes. All right. You ready, friend?
I'm ready.
Starting now.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about Shamea anyways, here we are. So let's talk about it real quick. Shamea, you came into the door screaming you're everybody's best friend. You're the glue that holds this whole thing down. You had us all hyped up for you to actually get your peach. And the peach is starting to rot. Okay? The actions are giving undercover mean girl. She's actually starting to show more of her true colors. It's not really giving everyone's bestie. She has shade for everybody this episode. And my only thing is, if that's who you truly are, then stand in who you are. And just be that girl then. Like, Angela might have been right. Her name probably should have been Shamina. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and rebrand this whole thing for you. Let's hire a new stylist because it's not working. Let's hire a new hairstylist because that's not working either. And let's fix this facade that you're putting on because it's not giving best friend of everyone. And if you're not going to fix those things, let's just hand the peach to somebody else.
You get nothing else from me today. Goodbye.
Ooh, just give it on, okay? Oh, Shamea, girl. I'm trying to warn you.
I hate it for you.
I'm trying to warn you, Shamea, because you...
It ain't working.
A good one for you.
It ain't working.
It ain't working at all.
The housewife is giving house guest, but I digress. Let me get my timer up, friend.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready, friend.
Okay. Starting now.
All right, for my take this week, I'm going to start off by saying, Phaedra, girl, I'm going to give you a clean slate to come in and do your thing, do what you do, but please, let's not go to hell this year. We already had one of our OGs to go to hell. We don't need nobody else going with them. Okay. Next, I'm going to say Porsha. Porsha, it's unfortunate that this season for you has been the trash that it has been. I really hate that for you in the beginning. I was excited about you coming back because, again, I'm going to always look out for the OGs and the vets. So I hope Phaedra coming back around now can lift your spirits and allow you to start performing how I know that you can perform. Kelly, flip-flopping ass. You are a flip-flopper.
Flip-flop on that.
I do not trust you, and I know you and Brit finna be at odds. I kind of want Brit to eat Kelly up. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
You and me both.
Ooh, I hope Brit.
I'm ready for that.
I wish Brit was a little more smart.
Yeah.
I wish she was a little more quicker with her reads and good, because Kelly need to be ate up. Somebody need to get at Kelly.
We gonna see. We ain't really seen Kelly truly in action yet, like how she holds her own. So that'll be interesting.
That's why they need to eat her up. So she can finally step up and stop barking for everybody else.
What about that baby dog?
Okay, that baby. And if you have a conversation, just make sure you tell the truth. Like, girl, what are you even talking about? You ain't even got no issue with the girl, so why would you even bring that up? But child, that's true, Kelly. Somebody, please eat Brit. If you want to redeem yourself, you better make this moment with Kelly. You better make it last.
that husband is who's eating Kelly up. That's who eating Kelly up. And
baby,
that money.
He said, baby, what she say? He want my soul at this point.
Mm-hmm.
My God. All right, friend, let's go ahead and get to our social media roundup and tell us what the people saying out there.
Okay. So we got Kaya Hinton 5 that says, I agree with Mrs. Angela Oakley when she said Shamea plays the long game. Watch the dog that carried the bone, honey. Let's see. Avocado Tab said, Shamea is beyond cringe. Wow. I see why they took forever to cast her. Were we wrong about Shamea?
Clearly.
Echo Does Radio says, if y'all are freaking Frack so bad, then why weren't y'all freaking Frack without the cameras? Zakayla _ said, Phaedra got 5 minutes of screen time and talked shit about everyone the entire time. I take it she will not have her personal story. Basically, just like Married to Medicine, she told none of her personal story. And then we got Jarvis TFG says, I love how y'all break down each character with grace and accountability. Y'all do a great job at shaping the characters to their respective storylines. You guys have created a space in media that balances perspectives and personalities. I'm forever proud of you too.
Oh,
thank you. I love that.
Okay, yes,
I love
you.
that.
Okay, all right.
Love the kudos.
Yes. Oh, what a way to end the show.
Right?
Yeah, that was good. So. That was good. That was good. Well, friend, that's all we got this week. You got anything else you want to add to?
That's all we got. I took it light on Phaedra this week. You know, she didn't give us too much, so keep it cute, Phaedra, and I will too.
Y'all make sure y'all like this video, comment, share it. If you have not, y'all need to hit that subscribe button, because baby, we taking this thing to the next level. We only gonna keep getting better and better and better, and we want y'all to come along on the journey with us. So friend, until next time, we'll holler.
Peace.